Apologies for the bit of glare, but this is, like I said, it's not my normal filming area, so there's a little bit of glare on the board, but it's okay. All right, anyway, this is the new board, and it is a mounted board, not a puzzle board like the old ones that they used to have. And you can see it's much bigger, man, and this is important because when you see some of the cards are really big, and they go out here, plus along with the blight tokens that I showed you, will populate these spaces, plus your characters will populate these spaces. So you can see that this board is much bigger. What does it do? Well, you have your locations of the board. So you can see the monastery way over here. That's where you all start. And you notice there's a ring around it because it's protected. The necromancer starts down here in the ruins, and he starts, you know, it's not a big board, right? But you're going to be moving around this board trying to search, destroy blights, solve quests, uncover mysteries, gain artifacts, gain treasures. So like I said, while the game itself is simple, as you can see by the simplicity of the board, the gameplay has a complex nature to it in the sense that it's difficult to win and has a lot of strategy around it. Okay, so when you're placing blights out, you're basing it on the roll that you made with the necromancer, and or there's two circumstances. One is, you know, it'll go where the necromancer is. So the necromancer moves and he drops a blight. But this also serves as a way to randomize things on a d6 and sends things into different locations. Also governs the movement of the necromancer. So, for example, if I have the necromancer here in the swamps, I roll a die. If I roll a 4 to 6, he's going to stay there. If I roll a 2 through 5, he's going to head to the village, etc., etc. That also denotes whether or not he can see anybody. If he rolls high enough over the secrecy of a player, he kind of has a general idea. Doesn't know specifically, but he knows, for instance, that the druid is in the mountains, right? So he will start heading that direction. Instead of going to a random location, he'll say, okay, I know you're there, hero. I'm coming to get you. I'm going to drop blights on you and try and bring your secrecy down so I can kill you. That's his mission, right? So that is the board, okay? And you can see we got the monastery, the forest, and the artwork's really nicely done on it. It's very pretty to look at. Now here's the other interesting part about the board. I'm going to show you this. I can fold it in half, and I don't know how long this is going to last. I hope it does. But I have a smaller version of the board I can use if I need to, and just play it on this board if I'm limited on space or anything. But you can see that you're going to have cards hanging off the edges of this and stuff like that. So you don't have a ton of extra space. But I do like that they give you the option. And then you can see the darkness track is condensed here. It shows you what happens here. Like here you draw a darkness card, which I talked about earlier. Here you draw another darkness card. And then here really bad things starts to happen because you're about to lose the game. Anyway, I do like the bigger version, but I thought that was an interesting aspect to the board that they did. And now we're going to delve back into the box.